Hey guys, this is dee-ancer and I'll be making another light mapping tutorial since I can't find a backup of the other one I made. And this one will cover how to do self-illumination for objects as well as doing normal baking. Now, I'll start off right where any other mapper would want to start baking light maps. Right when they have a nice map completed and they're using tool light maps. Now this BSP I just used so I can show you how to do some self-illumination right here. You're going to have this little box right here, emit light, and it'll light up this little room. Now right now this map is light mapped using Halo Custom Edition's light mapping method, the really low res, horribly noised and dithered all over the place. And then I put the gyrophobia sky, so since there isn't really a good light source that's lighting this map, I can have the light be from anywhere. So now let's start from ether. This is a nice tool made by Fireside that you can use to bake light maps using any rendering system you want, using Maya or 3ds Max. So I'll just make a new project and I'll select the scenario, and then it's gonna prompt me to save the project. So here you'll go to export BSP, then I'll just click export. Now I'm just going to drag this on my other screen right now so it won't crowd up the screen. Oh, this is just a BSP I used. So now I'm going to import what Aether just exported. Go to File, Import, and it will be exported into your data folder. Here I have a shortcut. And you want to open lightmap.lightmap. Make sure texture coordinates are set and just hit import. Don't worry about this. So now we have this imported, and since Aether is awesome, it already bakes in the light maps that it has right now. This is what we're going to change. So I'll be using V-Ray for this. You can use any rendering system you want, but since V-Ray gives me best results, I'll just stick with using it. Go to Render Setup, Assign Renderer, V-Ray. First, I'll just give this default V-Ray material. Since it's all white, I'll just make it this all white, so the baking is absolutely correct. Now, first I'll start setting up some global illumination in this. I'll turn this on. Since we're just gonna see how it looks like, click Show Calculation Phase so you can see how it looks like during the pre-passes, and I'll set this to very low so we can get some fast results. Now I need to make the environment emit light, so I'll just put Skylight override and then get a good render. Ooh. Let's see, we need to put this down 0.2. See if it gives us anything else. Let's see, 0.1. Okay, we're getting better. Now since it's gyrophobia, it's dark anyway, so I'll just set this color down. It's getting better. So I'll just put this too low, so it's a bit more accurate. Getting closer. Put on edge faces so you can see this better. So what I can do now is try to make this little box emit light. So what I'll do is select whatever faces I want to emit light, and then I'll open the material editor, and we'll make a new material called V-Ray Light Material, and we'll assign it to those faces. So what this is going to do is make each and every one of these faces emit light using their natural normals, and since we have global illumination on, it'll do it more naturally. So to isolate what this light will do, we'll just take off the skylight and see how it renders. We are still getting light. We're still getting this white problem. Let's fix this a bit. There we go. So now you can see that it's emitting light, but not so much. So what we can do is, next to color on V-Ray material, we'll just put that up to 10 and see how it looks. Looking better. Gives us a general idea of what we want. So now let's try this global illumination again. And we'll make this a little bit darker. Now we'll see how it renders. Good. So now, might as well save now, because during this part I keep getting errors, and I don't know if the same thing will happen to you. So, map type. So now we're gonna bake this, but first we need to make sure the UVs are correct. Yeah, they're really tiny, since Halo CE's light mapping has always been crappy. Should still give us a nice idea. Now I should point this out now. If you bake and your light maps are overlapping, then you can enable an option on your shader for your BSP called simple parameterization. This is something Master Elite pointed out and helped us when I was trying to bake for our high guy. See this checkbox here? So now, this is where I usually get errors. We'll go to render, render to texture, and we'll make sure that this is BSP model selected. Let it load up a bit. Yeah, see, it always errors here. There we go. So now we're just going to scroll down, select add, and we'll do a complete map, since what we see is what we want. And we'll have it be a nice resolution. We'll have it be at 1024, and then we will render. Now this is where it actually errors. V-Ray usually has some problem with the irradiance maps. Oh, here we go, good, it works. Now the faces that we assign the self-illumination to will render pure white, and they will in-game also. So now we can save this. I'll save it as pink since it's good for workflow, and I'll do light map 0. Oh, whoops. Now we'll bring in ether again, and we'll put edit. Check resides on import since ours is bigger than this, and then we'll import. Put it to ping, and then we'll put our light path. Now we have 1024, continue, and then we can close this and save changes. So now we can reopen this map in Sapien and see how our map will look like. It'll take a little bit longer to load since they're new. Oh, looks like it closed on us. Now this would usually happen if bit mask is too big. Oh, it's being used by something else. Yeah, we have Ether open. Alright. Let's try this again. Here we go. Now, what I was going to say before is, if you have the light map image way too high, then it will say that the bit mask is too large, meaning that there's too much bitmap data to process. There we go. And now we have our light map here. Just like we saw in the picture. There's a little bit of noise since we didn't set up the bitmap to 32-bit or whatever, but we still have our nice light map here, and this object is self-illuminating, just like we want it. And now that pretty much concludes this quick and sloppy tutorial. I'll include this map into the RAR file with the video, so you can see exactly how the light maps looks like.